welcome to Will I Continue Anime, where we break all the anime rules. I'm your ecstatic host, Mary Gamer. Let's get to talking.
Miwa told me something. The moment I laid eyes on him, my old life just flew away. Everything I saw and heard, everything I felt. The world around me took on color in a way I never knew it could.
But in my eyes, life comes through in monotone. Black and white, like piano keys.
Such a beautiful moment in Your Lie in April. What's up, everybody? This week we're going to be talking about Your Lie in April. This actually was one in a Twitter poll I did beginning this week, beginning this week, I believe, or last week, whenever I decided to post this. But yeah, this I posted, it was one of the three choices, and whoever voted, this got the most votes. So it was a pretty cool little thing that I've never done before on what I did for Will I Continue. I'm hoping to do that more often, maybe in the future, because I was actually really undecided on what I wanted to really watch. There's such a handful, and I actually narrowed it down to 3. And yeah, thanks to my followers and friends on Twitter, you guys helped me out, and this week we're just talking about Your Lie in April, which is awesome. It's a pretty cool thing that happened. But anyway, if you want to follow me on Twitter, I'll quit just kind of yakking about that. But if you want to follow me on Twitter, you can follow me on Twitter at HMGGeekdom. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about Your Lie in April. So the story kind of goes about, we learned about a boy, a younger, I guess, lad, I should say, Kusei, who is kind of a loner. He hides behind music, and he seems to either love creating music on the piano or just love playing the piano. But yeah, he was kind of loner, kind of sits by himself, you know. That seems like a trend in most the animes I feel like I watch. There's a loner boy or female that just kind of sits by himself, and then, you know, something drastic happens in their life. But I don't know, maybe I'm just kind of finally noticing and talking about it more, about these tropes, I guess. But anywho, and then there is Tsubaki, who she is, I use this word a lot, but very upbeat and charismatic. They've been friends. Tsubaki and Kosei's been friends since they've been very, very little. So they kind of got this another brother-sister relationship kind of going on. And then there's Watari, who is a womanizing dude who just almost drops anything for attention from a girl. I don't know. It's kind of stereotypical, I guess, teenage boys, I should say. I don't know. It's just kind of strange. And then eventually we meet Kaori, I think they called her. And kind of go more into, I think, because they introduce her at the very end. So basically, Kusei is living by himself. His father travels a lot, doesn't seem to be around at all. And then he, like I said before, he has, I don't think they're best friends, but they're just like, almost like got this relationship, like a brother-sister relationship, and they kind of grow up with each other. And they kind of look out for each other, which is pretty cool, which is a nice little thing they got going on in this story, on this first episode. Well, Kusei is actually kind of I won't say a piano prodigy, but he was coached by his mom, who actually was very sick. But when you watch some of these the flashback, the mom is very sick. It seems like looks like hooked up to oxygen, but she's coaching Kisei I think this at age 11. And she's like being so mean to him and like insulting him. And she's doing this just, I guess, to make him better. And it eventually tears him up. You can see him cry as a kid telling his mom, you know, trying to do the best for his mom. But the reason why she's doing this is because she's running a So I think it's some kind of, she's running classes where she wants him to take over, but and also in the long run, she's wanting him to do things she couldn't do because she looks like she became sick, and it didn't allow her to do what she wanted to do. So she's pushing him so hard to be the best he can be and be able to tour basically around the world and basically, but she was saying in Europe, but I'm assuming she means the entire world and travel and spread the love of playing the piano, creating music through the piano, which is it's kind of cool. It's kind of very harsh, but you kind of see the trauma he went through trying to be the best he can be and prove and make his mom proud, even though his mom wasn't treating him very well. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, she was saying they're just so harsh and criticizing him and being cruel, and I'm sorry. It was a moment. I won't say it was a tearjerker moment, but it's like you kind of just realize this. Yeah, this guy, he's been through stuff with his mom, and then come find out, I'm sorry, she passes away, and then he kind of just doesn't want to play anymore. Which, I mean, it kind of makes sense, because if you experience some kind of trauma, if your whole life becomes revolved around one thing, and something dramatic happens, and that piece was pretty much like putting it all together for you, you don't want to do it again or even talk about it, probably, right? So I can kind of get it. So throughout the whole story, Tsubaki is kind of, not throughout the whole thing, but there was a few moments where Tsubaki is telling him that, oh, you used to be cooler when you played piano. But in other words, she missed him being happy. She used to seeing him, I guess, smile and not being so just, I guess, emo, I should say, because he just kind of seemed like a loner and just kind of not dopey, but just kind of like drowning in sorrow still, and whatnot. But she's a good comic relief in this story. Very good contrast to Kosei. Well, they also have a friend, Watari, where they're trying to, or Tsubaki is trying to have another person go out, and I guess, I wouldn't say group date, but like a group boy-girl thing. And she pushes Kusei to go with them, so she doesn't feel like a third wheel with this other mystery girl, that she doesn't want to feel like a third wheel, which I totally understand. I've been in that situation a long time ago. Being a third wheel is kind of awkward, you got those conversations, they're laughing with each other, kind of, you have so you're the one person, then you have the other two people that know each other very well, and then you're kind of like, ha ha, they make joke, you don't know what they're talking about, and then you go, ha 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 ha, do the fake laugh. Or was it just me? That's probably just me, right? But anywho, but yeah, so she didn't want to be third wheel, and she invites Kosei into this group date, I guess I should say. And they decide, okay, whatever. Then I guess they decide to meet at a park. Then the next day comes. Kosei goes to the park, and he's trying to look for his friends and trying to find the group to kind of go and do whatever they decide to do. I don't think they even said in the anime. But as he's going through trying to find his friends, he's finding these clothes, like these woman clothes. He's finding these dress heels and this legging. He just flips out about these leggings. Is this like Japan culture or weird that you just find leggings, a girl's leggings? Well, I guess that's her pants, right? Like, oh, she's running around just, I guess, underwear, and she has no pants. So he's like freaking out. I guess being a teenager, I kind of, it plays tricks to your imagination, or your imagination goes wild, right? I don't know. But he freaks out about that. So, okay, cool, whatever. It's like that hasn't happened like 1,000 times in other animes. So then all of a sudden he starts hearing this, kind of like, in the subtitle says, this melancholy music, which it was very upbeat, and it was pretty cool little beat, not beat, but little, music playing. And he kind of finds out he sees a beautiful blonde haired girl with like these almost dark lavender, I guess you'd say, eyes, and they're kind of sparkling and whatnot. It's pretty cool. Well, not sparkling, but a very hint of a sparkle on them. And she's just sitting playing on top of this playground equipment, this kind of a dome looking like thing, like an igloo. And she is just sitting there playing around for these kids, but it zooms in her eyes as if she's crying as she's playing. Like, is she happy? Is she sad? Is she just happy to play music at all, I guess? I don't know, but she was playing with these kids. And then the kids are just kind of sitting there like, oh, kind of dance around while she plays. And come to find out that she stops playing, and comes to find out they're playing to try to bring in these pigeons so they can see the pigeons come in and I guess touch them or play with them. I don't know. It's just, I guess must be a thing to, I guess like someone goes out, has a bird feeder, plops some food on the bird feeder for birds to come and you can watch them bird watch, right? I don't know. It's not my thing, but hey, some people like it. But yeah, so that's what they're trying to do. And then come find out these other kids have instruments that they can play out of nowhere. And there's, oh, look, all playing together. And then guess what? Pigeons come. Flop, flop, flop. That's my sound effect for birds flopping. Flop, 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 flop. But yeah, so it's like, okay, cool. And it's a cool scene. And they come darting down. And then Kusei thinks it's so cool and such a really great moment. He flips out his camera phone. His camera phone. Flips out his phone, and then he was gonna snap a picture of all of them because it's such a beautiful moment. That all of a sudden, this breeze comes up, and he's trying to take a picture. And this breeze comes up, her dress goes up, and he tries to take a picture, and she sees Kusei takes a picture, and then she flips out like, "Oh, you're a perv! Where you take a picture of me with my dress up?" Blah blah. He started like being the shit out of him and everything. This is fucking hilarious. But anyway, I don't know. I always find that still funny. But then all of a sudden, their friends come up, Tsubaki and Watari. They come out. Oh, then she realizes. Oh, and they say, "Hey, you just met Kosei." And then Tsubaki's like, "Oh, hey, you try to get the drop in first before Watari, basically. I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to, steal the girl already." But being Kosei, yeah, he's not doing that. But it's so hilarious. And then, so with that, you kind of find out that Kaori is the girl who Tsubaki is trying to set up Watari, which is kind of weird because she knows Watari is a womanizing dude. He's gonna just go with another girl on top of this girl. But I don't know, it's the whole scene is kind of weird in the first place. I mean, okay, cool, whatever. But the funny thing is, not funny thing, I shouldn't say funny, but the thing is, come find out, she's actually a pianist. Not a pianist. I don't know why I said pianist. She's actually a violinist, which goes great with, of course, someone plays the piano. So she says, "Oh yeah, I'm a pianist." See, she has to go to this Tower A or Hall A to go play for whatever. They don't explain what she's doing, but she has to go and she's running late or she's about to be late or something like that. So she goes in and then they invite Kosei, and Kosei's like, nah, I'm gonna pass because of course it deals with music and it's actually the same hall or building where he was playing before when his mom passed away, I believe. So it kind of struck him kind of odd. He was like, "Okay, I'm good. Y'all go have fun. I'll go off." But all of a sudden, Kaori grabs his hand and they run off. She grabs him and runs off and toward the building. And he's all enamored and it's like, "Oh, this is awesome," kind of sense. But he was kind of nervous and, excited, and you could see he was filled with so much emotion. But yeah, that's kind of the whole gist of it, and I thought it was actually pretty good for a first episode. But yeah, so the things I did like about it, I enjoyed how they did that deep emotional backstory of Kusei and his mom. I think that really helped you invest in Kosei as well as a character. It kind of shows the turmoil he had and the guilt and the pressure and how much love he actually did have for his mom, even though his mom was, I guess she was loving, I don't know, but she was very cruel and demanding of Kusei at a very young age at that. I think it was 11 they said he was, or maybe 12, but it was a very young age. That, I don't know, that kind of bugs him though, but but at least you got some kind of feeling toward, okay, I see where he's coming from. I see why he acts this way. And he kind of invests, okay, cool. I also like the way they kind of had Kusei and Tsubaki to how they kind of do up and say, "Oh, yeah, we're best friends." Not best friends, but they're really good friends and they grew up together. He just put up with her shit throughout his whole life. So, hey, kind of good little brother-sister moments. That was pretty cool. I enjoyed that. I can't really find too much, maybe other than Watari, he's womanizing. I'm not big on womanizing at all. So that kind of just puts me off a little bit when they do that with characters. But I guess you kind of had to have that contrast. If someone's like, "Oh, I'm good," and they have this like more outlandish characters saying, "Oh, I love girls," blah blah blah. But I don't care for that. But it was okay. The animation was great. Almost felt like I was not really necessarily watching a movie, but almost movie tier with the animation, with the shades, colors, and how the animation flowed throughout the whole throughout the whole scenes, throughout all the scenes. It was really good, and it was like very pretty on how they drew these scenes and characters. So the question is, will I continue? Hell yeah, I'm gonna continue. I want to see if Kusei, gets back into playing piano more. I want to see if this Kiari girl if he develops more feelings for Kiari versus Watari trying to get in her pants and that's it basically. I want to see more deep relationship. I hope. Well, at least I hope this happens. But yeah, I want to see if Kosei and Kiari get together or something happens. I mean, the name of the title is Your Lie in April, but I mean, that could mean anything. We're talking about anime, so there might not be something, or it might be something in April that occurs, but who knows what it's about. But yes, I want to continue this. So that's it. That's it, guys. If you want to go follow me on follow me if you guys enjoyed it, just and you watch this on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. If you listen to this on Spotify, you can follow me on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Anchor. Pretty much all that Anchor distributes to, which is a handful. But yeah, if you enjoy this, please hit the follow or subscribe, hit the like button, and I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one all. Continue being amazing, guys.